Hey, welcome back. I'm Tim Zupancic at the ASAP Training Center, Absolute Fitness, and today I'm going to address a little different, not a full-blown home workout, but we're going to address some questions I've had about low back pain, dysfunction, as well as, and to take it a step further, we're just going to go through like a full posture protocol, posture for full posture, as well as our lumbar low back protocol for basic strengthening. You can do this as a preventative, prehab, or if you need to do it as rehab, of course. If you have any issues, you need to check with your physician and get looked out, make sure, maybe go to some therapy like that. But this is just some basic fundamental skills and foundational work that you can begin. All right. First off, let's look at just normal standing posture. Okay. A lot of our pain is due to malalignment. Okay. Normal standing posture, shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles should really be all lined up. Everything should be straight. From the side position, keeping your shoulders back. Again, our ears, shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles should make a good straight line. Typically, where we got some slightly rounded shoulders there, it's going to cause forward head lean. That's going to make some cervical problems. A lot of times people stand with their feet outside their hips. It's very easy with your feet outside the hips to go to a lock knee, sunken position where your hips are forward. So now it's a lot of stress through your low back. Okay. Low back pain typically is because your back's doing a lot of work. I mean, granted, yes, we do have specific injuries, but most of the time it's caused from being sunken like that and a weak abdominals. You got to tighten up, and if you bring your feet in, it's kind of hard to slump that way. So that'll make you automatically draw in. Remember, as we talked about some other videos, you want to keep your abdominals tight, so like you're breathing behind the wall all the time. You don't want to tighten up and tuck your butt up under you. You should be nice, normal, slight lordotic curve, and good strong abdominal posture, right? Because that holds yourself up. If you can imagine, someone's hanging you from the crown of your head. You want to stay long. Don't want to get your shoulders up. I like to use a good rule of thumb is if your palms are facing you, your shoulders are probably rounded. Okay, so if you pull your shoulders back, right, your hands are more true in a true anatomical position. One note. Notice my feet, toes, you want everything straight ahead. A lot of times people don't even realize they may have one foot out, and that's going to cause, as you're walking, different actions from your hips, different muscles, force pulling in different ways, which over time can cause pain or dysfunction. Alright, so we're going to start with the upper body posture, just for the sake of the video here. Imagine you're in a door frame. We're going to do what we call T's and V's. You put your arms up like a T, so that your whole entire forearm is on the door frame. Alright, then you're just going to step a leg through so that at chest is your front delts and pec muscles out here. Step a leg through so that as you're stretching, you can get out easy by using your legs. Okay, you can step through as opposed to just sort of falling into the doorway. And then once you get it stretched, you got to push out. We want a gentle stretch. Okay, most people are going to have a difficult time getting their hands back to 90s. They're so tight. They'll be right up in here. Okay, so that's your T stretch. Do that for about 30 seconds to a minute. And then a V, put your hands up wide and step through the doorway the same way, right there. You'll feel it stretching at a slightly different angle. Okay? And then we can do what we call a wall diamond, or a lot of times you got to start on the floor, and I'm going to show you the floor version. But if you stand back against the wall, so your back, hips, and everything are against the wall, the goal here is starting on the floor. My entire arm, upper arm, back of the hand and everything is in contact with the floor. Elbows stay at 90 degrees. Just make a diamond and round it up as you slide across the floor. This will typically happen as you go up. Elbows pop off. That's from having a tight shoulder girdle, tight pecs. So that's a good way to beginning stretch, movement stretch with it. It's more difficult when you're upright against the wall making contact. Just doing your diamond like so. Okay? Your hips, your butt want to pop off the wall so you can reach. So you want to try to eliminate that. Another stretch we can do, this is a great stretch for people that have to sit at their desk, sit throughout their day through their job. This is something you should do maybe every 30 minutes or so. But from a seated position, right? Again, sitting tall. That's remember, as we sit, breathe behind that wall again. You don't want to be slumping in the chair. That's where your back starts aching. All right, but you got to keep your abdominals tight. Because even sitting up, You can sit up, but your back does all the work if you're bowing yourself up. Just gotta sit straight. You want to be relaxed, tight abs. But we're gonna do a seated thoracic extension. If you cross your arms across your chest, all right, we're gonna let our arms lead the way up as we pull ourselves up into extension. This is a little movement. It's nice and easy up and back down. So it's here. Extend up. It's going to extend your upper back. This is preferred done seated because if we stand, the tendency is to let our hips go forward. If we're doing this from a standing position, we'll just do our hips, so we're really not getting thoracic extension. It's more lumbar again. So you want to do seated position. Like I said, this is great if you're working throughout the day. Seated position at the computer. We're constantly down here. Do some extension about every 15 to 20 minutes. Just maybe 5 or 10, 15 repetitions. Just sort of straighten yourself back out. Okay. Another one we can do is going to be our thoracic scapular retraction. That's our shoulder blades. And all you're going to do is pull back 1, 2, 3, and relax. You want to pull your shoulder blades, squeeze them. Imagine you're going to pinch your shoulder blades together. 1, 2, 3, and relax. Now I want you to try to pull them in and down towards your back pockets. So you're pulling in and down. 1, 2, 3, and relax. You can do it at isometrics. Or grab your TheraBand, flex band. Alright? Same thing. You're going to pull back and together. So you got shoulder scapular retraction right there. Pulling in there. Okay? Good. Now I know a lot of people have different shoulder issues. Again, because of weak posture, we're going to do what we call a prone series. You can do this laying on the floor. I'm going to kind of rest my chest on the bench here, just so you can get a better visual. But you can imagine you're on a small bench or even flat on the floor. Which first, the prone series is palms down, arms are straight out like a T. Using your rear delts, pull from your shoulders, lift those arms up. This one doesn't really take any weight because you want to build up to where you're doing 20 to 30 reps at a time. But palms down for 10, start out with, then turn your thumbs up. Same action, 10 that way. Bring your arms at your side, 10 extensions. Out in front like Superman for 10, and then a thumb up position for 10. That doesn't seem like much, but it actually gets to be very difficult and burns your shoulders, right? But that's going to, a lot of times, say our neck and shoulder posture issues become, everything is in front of us, we get very tight through the front, our back muscles, upper back muscles get weak, so we're trying to develop those back up and get it good and straight. Alright, now to continue on with posture, we actually are going to include our lower legs. We want to do a nice hamstring stretch. Just simple standing hamstring. Toe up. Keep your back straight. Stick it out. Butt out. So you're feeling that hamstring stretch like that. That's easy. You can prop it up on something and stretch here. Again, you have to stand or sit a lot through the day. It's a great way to do it. Just give yourself every hour or so, get a little stretch. Right? Make sure you stretch both legs. About a 30-second hold. If you're stretching here, make sure your hips are square the direction you're stretching. You're not going to get as effective out here. Stretch right there. Doing a quad stretch, you can grab your foot. Make sure that your knee you're stretching is behind your opposite knee. So it stretches that whole quadricep. If you need to hold on for balance, that's good. But I would encourage it's like a little balance test as well to do without. Then of course your hip flex stretch, you can do it on a step again. Leaning forward, trying to stretch this hip flexor out by pushing your hips forward. Okay, again, 30-second holds on these stretches. Lean forward, stretching there. You can do the same stretches from the floor here